Hey, Miles here, milesbeckler.com. In this video, we are going to talk about the death of the information age. We're going to look at what the new age is that has replaced the information age. And we're going to talk about how this relates to you, your digital business, your digital marketing, so you can move forward in a way that's going to really kind of separate you from the crowd that's stuck in that kind of information age mindset. So what do I mean that the information age is dead? Essentially, we're at a point right now in kind of world history where there are millions of new blog posts being published every single day, millions of new books being published every single year. When you break it down and get granular on how much YouTube videos are uploaded every day, how many social media kind of tweets or posts or likes or shares or snaps are actually published every day, the numbers are absolutely astounding. And that's why the thesis of this video is that we have actually moved beyond the information age. A few years ago, when you published new information, it readily got picked up, it readily ranked, and people were able to find it relatively easily. Today, that is not exactly the truth. What's going on today is we're actually living in kind of, it's a bit more like the attention age is where we're at today. And the information is so ubiquitous. There's so much information that it's actually the attention of the individuals that is the most valuable thing for us right now. And what this means for your business is a couple of things. Number one, the people you're trying to contact and build relationships with, they are more distracted than ever before. I mean, there's even studies, or there's a rolling number of people who literally die taking selfies, right? It's normal to see people walking around in an almost zombie mode, glued to their cell phones when they're walking through public, when they're walking across busy intersections. Even I see it all the time when people are driving, right? They're literally on their phones while they're driving. We all know that's incredibly dangerous, but millions of people do that every day. And it's because we're being bombarded by information. We all have apps on our smartphones. We all have smartphones. We all have great data now. The data network around the globe is fantastic. We're getting all of these updates from our messenger apps, from our social media apps, from our weather apps, and everything is constantly bombarding us. So there's more noise now than there ever has been before. If you've heard Gary Vaynerchuk talk, he says he day trades attention. People who understand that the attention of the individuals is actually the most valuable thing, those are the people who are starting to win. So what I want to talk about is how to not only capture the attention, but what to do when you gain their attention, right? Now, capturing attention, the cool part about capturing attention, we can go a little bit old school with how you study this, right? Old school headlines, repurposed for today's topics, still work like gangbusters. Human psychology really hasn't changed, right? Core human desires, core human needs, core problems for most people in the same country are the same today as they were in the direct mail age of 20 years ago. And even if you go back to about 100 years ago and you look into kind of the origins of direct response marketing, a lot of those same topics are very, very pertinent. And a lot of those kind of interruption-based headlines that used to sit next to magazine articles and that used to be mailed out in bulk, a lot of those things do still work and still capture people's attention. But here's what's different. Now people are bombarded by other things, so you have about 2 seconds to really hook them in with your idea and help them understand that there's value in this by consuming more of your content. Then you got about 20 seconds to continue to hook them into the next level and help them realize there's even more value if they keep going. And this is how we're structuring our funnels in this day and age, right? We've got really simple funnels that offer a very powerful, very beneficial, value-laden, free thing, whether it's a training or a report, whatever that is, we're giving that away in exchange for their email address. The moment we put that offer out there and we get our pay-per-click ad, right? We interrupt them from Facebook and we get them over to our site to consider the idea of opting in for our free thing. We have their attention in that moment, and the goal is obviously to get them to subscribe to the email address or subscribe to our email list so we can follow up with them. Here is where most people drop the ball. Once you've established that connection, you have to honor the fact that their attention is actually the most valuable thing. Most people move forward in this position thinking, how am I going to get sales? How can I make a sale? I need to make money. How do I make the sale? When you shift that mindset over to how can I add add value to this individual? What can I give this person so their time they spend consuming the content that I deliver, they feel rewarded. They feel like their life is improved. They feel like they're getting something of value, and really truly they are getting value from your freeline content. That's how you kind of help them into getting more. That's before you offer your products, your kind of services, whatever it is that you're ultimately selling. You need to demonstrate first that when you have their attention, you can deliver value to them in their life. Because if you can't deliver value, they're going to flip out to a different app. They're going to jump over to Pinterest or Snapchat or Instagram and start clicking the hearts and the likes and the repin button, because that's more engaging and that's more fun for them than whatever it is you're presenting them with. So you got to learn how to hold their attention, and you got to honor the fact that their attention is inherently valuable. Time is the most limited kind of thing that we all have, right? The most limited commodity out there in the world is time. We all have a finite kind of time on this beautiful gold, blue and green, like marble of life that's hurtling through space, right? So we all have a very finite amount, and in this day and age, there's so many things fighting for people's time that you really need to honor it. So what can you do in your messaging aside from giving value that's going to help you keep their attention and help you kind of regain their attention time and time and time again? It's the idea of building kind of a character, right? You need to have an individual. Russell Brunson calls it an attractive character. If you go into Joseph Campbell's content, it's the hero's journey, right? You need to really work your tail off to build a relationship with every single subscriber with your attractive character. And I think this is best when it is you personally, right? My wife with her brand and both of the different websites that we run through her brand, she is the face, the voice. She does the videos herself. She writes all the blog posts herself. She does all the social media updates herself. When she emails, these are personalized, heartfelt emails, and 3 or 4 out of every 5-ish emails are giving information, giving free things to further extend that that philosophy of I value and honor your time, I value and honor your attention. Here is something great. So when we do send those emails that have our offers in them, they're kind of trained psychologically to think, oh man, every time Melanie emails me, I get something good out of it. I'm going to open this one. That way we get way better open rates on our sales messages, right? Because we've trained them to open our emails through the process of giving lots of value. We also share our story. Now, I'm still learning. I'm still getting good at this with my email list. And honestly, I'm not emailing as much as I should be. And I'm committed to learning this and practicing what we preach. My wife is a perfect example of somebody who's crushing it with this method because she is continuing to send out emails, send out personalized updates, kind of continue the story of what's going on in her life, what's going on in the world, and how we can kind of go within and use meditation to improve ourselves, improve our lives, and create a better world. And these kinds of messages and these stories help build that relationship to a stronger and stronger level. And when that relationship is forged, magical things can happen. So I really wanted to present this idea to you, and I want you to ask yourself, right? You don't have to answer in the comments if you don't want, but if you do, great. Are you simply churning out content because you read somewhere that content is king? Are you currently trying to have virtual assistants in other languages who English isn't their native language write content for you because you heard somewhere that content was the oxygen that fuels a business, right? Like if you're going down that path, you're missing the boat. You're playing in the old paradigm. You need to be structuring your content and structuring your information in a way that helps the user build a relationship with an attractive character and honors the attention of that user you're communicating with. When you approach them from that kind of angle and you can prove to them through the content and information you're distributing through your email list, your social media, your blog, etc., when you do that, you capture their attention. That's what I've done here on this YouTube channel. I put out as good of videos as I humanly can. I spill all of the beans. I'm giving as much value as I possibly can. And I have been able to collectively obtain the attention and hold the attention of tens of thousands of people, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people, right? And that is because I've been giving, and I have been here raw, me, unedited. I'm not trying to fancy it up. I'm not trying to look smarter or more successful than I am. I stumble on my words sometimes. sometimes. I shoot it from the hip in every single video because my goal here is to give value to you. And I know that if I just open up and share what I know about something, I can help you get that little nugget, that little idea that's going to help you grow your business. And you might not see rewards when you act on that idea for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, but I'm committed to giving you those tips, those techniques, those tactics that you need to grow your business successfully. And as you implement those and you get value in your business from implementing what I'm talking about, and you see your business growing and you test my ideas and you experience the positive growth in your business from that, guess what happens? When you're ready for another idea on how to take your business to the next level, who do you go look to? Are you going to go click on some Facebook advertisement that's interrupting you with some sales pitch? Or are you going to come back to my channel and see what I've been talking about and see what ideas I'm putting out there in order to, that's going to help you grow your business to the next level? I'm going to let you answer that for yourself. I don't care what the ultimate answer is. We all get hooked into great ads sometimes, right? I click on ads all the time. I want to see what their funnels look like. I rarely purchase things from advertisements, by the way, but that's the whole idea here. And you really need to move forward in your business. And I don't care if you're selling shoes, if you're selling dress clothes, if you're selling commodities. I don't care what it is you're doing. If you're selling how to trade Forex, like if you're selling how to do internet marketing, it does not matter. You could be selling yoga pants if you want. You could be selling, look at the Chubbies brands who's selling these really ridiculous short men's shorts. They're using content that entertains, that builds the brand idea. It builds these attractive characters within the brand. It gets guys thinking, that's the kind of guy I am. I'm buying those shorts. I'm wearing those things on Venice Beach this summer. I think it's completely ridiculous, but it's working like a champ. And that's because they've followed this. They honor when they get people's attention, they deliver value. The value they're delivering is entertainment, right? Like it doesn't have to be nuts and bolts tactical stuff like I'm doing. That just happens to be what I'm good at. If you wanted me to put together like a entertaining vlog of me walking around and showing you my life, man, it is terribly boring. I sit in my office most of the day. I hike twice a day. I meditate. That's it, right? Like I drive to Whole Foods. Woohoo, there's my big outing for the day. So I just do what fits my lifestyle, and you need to do what fits your lifestyle, and you need to get that out to the world in a way that people can connect with it, and you need to be giving value, whether that's entertainment, whether that's specific information, that's usable tactics, etc. What that is for you and your business model and you and your niche is different, right? Every niche is different. So you need to do some soul searching on that. This is where the whole 90-day challenge comes in really handy. You can just go out 90 days, a video a day, every day for 90 days. And at the end of that, you can look back and be like, wow, these 3 videos did 10 times better than all the other videos. And therein lies your kind of overlapping section of the Venn diagram of what you're good at, what you like doing, and what the audience responds to. When you have that data, you just do more of that. And you figure out how to get that into the different media, and then you get them on your email list, and then you follow up, and you give them more value, and you're fun, and you're enjoyable, and you just be yourself. This is the day and age of authenticity. If you're trying to be something you're not, if you're getting specially dressed up and putting on fancy watches and fancy jackets for a photo shoot for your next product that comes out, but that's not how you're actually living your life, you have a day of reckoning coming. And I'm trying to help you understand that this authenticity and being real and holding people's attention and valuing their attention more than you value what happens in your pocketbook, that's the trick to success. I hope that was clear in this video. I think I got it from a few different angles. I'm pretty sure that's clear. If you made it to the end, you are a #badass. Good on you. Hit me in the comments. Let me know you made it to the end with a #badass down there. I thank you for your time. I look forward to connecting with you on the next video, and I appreciate your time and I appreciate your attention, and I promise I'm going to continue to deliver as much value as I possibly can. So thanks again, and I'll see you on the next video.